The project behind us is a property that we bought, and we've wanted to renovate the building when we first purchased it, and that's what we've been able to do with the help of the funding. Yeah, so when we purchased the property, we had plans. It was probably going to be quite a minimal restoration of the building, but because of the funding that became available, we were able to expand the scope of the renovation, so we were able to achieve a lot more with the property than we initially thought was possible. There's 3 units. 2 of the units were in reasonable condition, but 1 was derelict and had been empty for some years. So the funding really helped us to completely renovate that 3rd unused shop so that it could be used again. And also we were able to do a lot of improvements to the outside of the building. Visually, it was very poor, signage, it was just in a very, very poor condition. So we've been able to kind of get it back up to a good standard, and there's been a lot of good positive comments from the local people as to the improvements. Also, the SPF funding enabled us to make a car park. So the land was kind of unkempt, but the SPF funding meant that we were able to block pave that, gave parking for the tenants, and it just improved the general approach and visibility of the property. The building that was completely renovated, now that has a hairdresser in there, and initially she was working alone, but she's now been able to accommodate a further 3 possible hairdressers in there, so it has had the result that potentially more employment in that unit, so that's been a good result. Yeah, well, Jonathan and Jade, the 2 officers that have helped me through the process, it's been really good. They've been always available, helpful. There was a lot of work with the application, and I received a lot of support with that, and that really, I think, enabled us to move it forward. So yeah, we've appreciated that. With the improvements that have been made to the property, it's really rejuvenated the area. The footfall definitely has increased, particularly with the new businesses that are in the property, and that really kind of aligns with the Buckley placemaking plan. Yeah, so I think the SPF funding has made me, as a local and small developer, look at more projects within Buckley. We're currently just completing a 2nd project, and we are looking at the potential of a 3rd project in Buckley Town Centre. So the scheme really has had a positive effect on the likes of myself, and I know others that I'm in contact with are also looking perhaps now at the scheme and seeing if they can apply.
I am a principal landscape architect at LUC, based in Manchester. I have worked with the Regen team at Flintshire for several years now, initially on a series of town centre green infrastructure audits throughout 7 of the town centres across the county, and then most recently on the re-before detail design work for 3 pocket parks in Shotton, all of which have been underpinned by Flintshire's local placemaking plans. Our work with Flintshire has been highly collaborative and creative, and really truly inspirational. Certainly most recently at the speed which our designs have gone from a drawing on a screen to on the ground within a matter of months, and this is all thanks to the UK shared prosperity funding. Within Shotton, we have taken existing public realm spaces and uplifted and refurbished them, reusing existing materials on site where possible, and integrating new areas of inclusive seating and biodiverse planting. The spaces have been designed to celebrate the local history and culture of Shotton and contribute towards creating attractive public realm for the local community and visitors alike. Without this vital SPF funding to move from ideas into detailed design, it would be extremely challenging to turn vision into reality and get the spades in the ground.
I'm the coordinator of Transition Holywell and District. I've always been very keen on trying to attract more of the thousands of people who visit the well and the valley here up into the town centre, which is struggling. So I thought, maybe this area is so near the town centre, if we could get it in the hands and make it's already attractive, even more beautiful and attractive, that would help get people into the town centre, maybe do a bit towards that.
I work for the North Wales Wildlife Trust, and Roberta Owen from the Greenfield Valley Group got in touch with us, wanting to develop this area here because there was a general impression that it could look better than it did. We've been doing a lot of stuff in the area, but this is right up our street because it's all about improving green spaces in urban areas. So when this opportunity came up, we jumped at it.
Dwi'n gweithio i tîm bioamrywiaeth yn Cyngor Sir Fflint. Rydyn ni wedi darparu rôl gynghori i'r prosiect gan gefnogi prosiect i gwella bioamrywiaeth yn y ardal lleol a fydd o fudd i pobl a natur. Rydym hefyd wedi ariannu rhannol y prosiect gan ddefnyddio cyllid o Llywodraeth Cymru o lleol ar gyfer natur. Mae'r cyllid SPF wedi caniatáu i ni cydweithio trawsadrannol i cyfuno cyllid mwyn fwy o fudd i bioamrywiaeth.
Well, I mean, it's early days, but it's enabling all sorts of good developments. I mean, as I've just said, it's making this area more attractive with planting of trees, shrubs and flowers. So it will be better and improving pride in the town, we hope, especially amongst the young generation. The regeneration team have been great, very, very helpful. They've always been informative, supportive, constructive, friendly. It's made it easy, and pleasant working with them.
Gall fuddsoddiad yng nghanol Trefi adeiladu ar y prosiect trwy dangos sut y gallwn ymgyffori adferiad natol mewn cynlluniau adfywiau ehangach sy'n bwysig ar gyfer iechyd a lles, twf economaidd a gwytnoch hir dymor.
I think placemaking is extremely important for a unique little town like Holywell, which has got such an incredibly rich history and beautiful surrounding countryside. We've got such potential, so it's really very important.
The location of this site is quite key and lots of people use it. Lots of local people walk here, lots of people walk their dogs, lots of joggers use it. I know they do the park run, starts from here on a Saturday morning. And obviously Holywell gets lots of visitors as well. And it's the first thing you see coming down from the car park and it's the last thing you see walking up to the town. So I think the feeling was that it needed to create a better impression of what Holywell has to offer, really. And the plan here was, well, originally it looked like a forest of weeds, basically, and it wasn't very welcoming at all. So the plan was to redevelop it, but to do it in a way that was encouraging wildlife and creating a habitat, habitat for wildlife to use in urban areas. The children are starting with the planting today, but most of the planting will happen next month, and then we hope that with the density of planting and the trees that are going in, it will create a really nice sheltered, shaded area. And the key thing is that it looks nice at different times of year. So that's the plan for the site, and yeah, it's been great to see it actually come to fruition from something on paper into the reality that it's becoming now.
Events within Mould are really, really important. A couple of reasons why: it brings people into the town, but then also allows communities within Mould to come together, discover each other, discover new things, and for businesses to connect on a personal level with their customers. So I think events are essential. If we want a town that's going to thrive, grow, and continue to sort of move with the times and not take a nosedive, we need to make sure that we are attending these events. These events are still going, we're supporting them, because they really are an essential part of community and town centres nowadays.
I've been coming to the market now, this is 20 months, and you see a difference when they have events on. There's always an improved footfall, and my products are not destination products, they're sort of impact products or impulse buy products, so the better the footfall, the better the sales. It's good fun, there's a lot of good people on this market. Yeah, and I enjoy coming twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays.
I love Mould Market. I think it's absolutely brilliant, and I think we're one of the very few markets in the whole of the UK now that is still in the thrive stage. I do think it's really, really important though that, again, our markets move forward with the times, that we start putting things in place that the younger generation, sort of 40 below, can start to get involved with and attend the markets weekly. But the work that goes into it from Flintshire, particularly Jonathan from Flintshire as well, is brilliant. But again, it's one of those things that we need to support it. As a community, we need to support. If you've got a small business, think market first. It's a great starting point, like myself. And yeah, if we don't use it, we'll lose it.
Well, I'm Lucy from Outside Lives, an organisation that works to connect people and communities across Flintshire. We were involved in the Lanterns event in Mould Town Centre just before Christmas. We were really lucky to receive a grant from Flintshire County Council in partnership with the Little Learning Company to do this event, and we brought together lots of different people from lots of different places. So we connected with the school, Bringwalier school children. We put an advert out asking people to come along and help us to create these beautiful lanterns. One of our practitioners was able to show us how to make the lanterns, so a really gorgeous skill in lantern making and decorating them using willow and all sorts of materials to make these beautiful lanterns. And we made loads. So the school children made a load, and then we had lots of different workshops with lots of different people coming in to make them. So the event itself was brilliant. We were blown away by the amount of people that actually showed up on the square. At one point I looked around and there was all these people gathering, and yeah, it was quite exciting to see. The day before, when we checked the numbers on our booking website, we realised we'd got over 150 people coming. So we were delighted to find out that we had plenty of lanterns that had been created and took them all down and put fairy lights in them, and it was lovely to hand them out to people. We were joined by Cora Pentan, who sang lots of carols on the night in Cymraeg. And we were also joined by the Cambria Band, who marched us uptown and had a procession of people walking up the town to the top church where we were doing a performance that evening. And it's something I've not seen in Mould before. It's something really new, and it'd be really nice to do that year on year. Lots of people have learnt new skills in terms of making the lanterns, and we've delivered the workshop time and time and again since then at different spaces and places. So the SPF funding was really instrumental to all of this happening. We were able to pay the artist, we were able to pay for the venue costs, we were able to pay for the materials. Without that, it would have been a different story. We wouldn't have been able to afford any of that. So to use that money and bring people together for that purpose was really lovely. Throughout the whole process, we dealt with Sian from the Regeneration team, who was brilliant. She answered all our questions, she helped us fill out all the forms. There was lots of evidence that we needed to gather in terms of photographs and numbers and volunteers. So Sian was there to just guide us through that process and made it as simple as possible for us. Outside Lives is an organisation which works to bring people together for people and planet. This project was really amazing for us because it gave us a platform to bring people together to create and make things. It gave us opportunities to cross generations so everybody could get involved. It was really lovely to see lots of different faces and people that we'd never had contact with before. So it was really good for us as an organisation and for the community to see new people.